So as I expected, this week was not kind on my puzzle schedule, but I've made it till Friday, the 12th of December, and I am now officially on leave. So I've got time to focus on my Christmas and winter puzzles for the Winter Puzzle Olympics. And the next one I'm going to do is this ugly Christmas sweaters by Cobble Hill. And I'm very excited to do this one. So without further delay, let's get going. So this first one is a Cobble Hill and it is actually a photo image. And as you guys know, I tend to shy away from photo images. I tend to not enjoy them as much as illustrations or paintings. And this one might actually change my mind. It was a fun image and it assembled as if it could have been a illustration. There was enough differences between the sweaters that I was able to distinguish between each one. If I just took out the pieces that stood out to me and I assembled what I could, and I tried from there to assemble the ones that connect to that one. So in the end, I just basically had to insert all the pieces that was missing. Cobble Hill in general is one of my favorite brands. I absolutely love the random cut. It tends to help me assemble the puzzle. So you can go not only on the information on the piece, but also on the shape of the piece, which helps a lot. And initially, I thought this puzzle would be somewhat on the difficult side, but I was absolutely wrong. Again, enough differences between all the sweaters. I had an absolute blast with this puzzle, and I will definitely do it again next year if the opportunity arises. Okay, more or less 4 hours, 50 minutes, almost 5 hours in. I am nearly finished, but I am done for the evening. And as a random cut puzzle, this was a nice chains. I enjoy it for a chains. So definitely tomorrow morning I will finish this one up. So I will see you guys bright and early. So it's Saturday, the 13th of December. It's late in the morning because I had to do some shopping and a couple of things, but I'm ready to finish this puzzle. And then I need to choose whichever one I will do next. But for now, I don't think it will take too much longer, an hour, hour and a half maybe, to just finish up this last few pieces. And then I'll see you for the next one. Okay, 6 hours, basically 1 minute in. I finished this puzzle, and as always with Cobble Hill, a joy to assemble. Absolutely loved all the detail on here. So it is early enough for me to definitely start another puzzle. So I just need to pick one. So I'll see you in a couple of minutes with whichever puzzle I picked. Okay, so the puzzle I picked to do next is this one by Sherlock's. It's very cute, but it's also the puzzle that's been in my collection the longest, which I haven't assembled yet. So I think I will do that one. It's just after one, so I might get. I hopefully at least my mission is to get halfway through the puzzle and then I can finish it tomorrow. So if I can get it halfway done today, I will be a happy camper. So let's start it and see how far I get. So the second puzzle is a Sherlock's puzzle, and I completely forgot that they have all the pieces in the same shape. So there wasn't a variety of piece shapes, and that added to the difficulty level of this puzzle. Absolutely, definitely. The image in itself wasn't an easy image to start with, and the same shape pieces added to that. And I don't usually get frustrated with a puzzle. I've got patience to stick with it and push through it and to complete a puzzle. I love a challenge. But this one bordered on frustration for me. And I don't know if it was because I was tired at this stage. It was the second puzzle for the day. So what I basically did was take out all the dark purplish pieces, try to insert them connecting to the border, and that was more or less how far I got for day one. I started with the teddy bear, I think, as well. I tried to add on to the purplish pieces, and in theory, all the pieces should have been able to connect it, but I struggled so much. So this puzzle will definitely go down as one of the most difficult puzzles in my collection ever done.
Okay, so 5 hours, 9 minutes in, I made barely any progress. This is one of those that I might have misjudged myself with. There is some pieces around the edges, but not enough to really say that there is progress. So I don't know what will happen with this puzzle. If I don't make serious progress by tomorrow afternoon, I might just pack it up and start with another. But it's so cute, and I hope I will be able to finish it. So let's see how far I get tomorrow.
So it is Sunday, the 14th of December, and it's just around 9 o'clock in the morning. And very early this morning, I made a decision that I never thought I would make. I am going to put this puzzle on the back burner for now. I will not completely pack it up. I really want to complete it. It's a very cute image, but it is so difficult and it does feel like I make zero progress at all. So I will put it to the side, maybe in between the other puzzles. I will put a few pieces in. Maybe I will tackle it during the week sometime in one afternoon or something. But for now, I'm not going to complete it. So I am going to start with this one by Ravensburger. It's not the easiest of the remaining puzzles, but I feel I need to keep the easiest ones for in between the most difficult ones. So after assembling this one or one of the other two that's extremely difficult on my pile, I will do the easy one. So for now, I will do this one, and I assume because there is a variety in shapes, it will go better than this one, which is only too innocent to have. So yeah, sorry for that, but today we are tackling this puzzle. So this one is Ravensburger and it is called Winter on the Farm. And after in the initial struggle with the previous one, this one went like a breeze. So I don't know if it is because of that struggle that this one felt easier. If I did this one before the other one, I assume it would have been a bit more tricky for me, but I found it so much easier to assemble because of all the detail, the variety in piece shapes. So everything about this was just a joy, and I'm glad I took the break from the teddy bear puzzle to assemble this one. There was enough things to stood out. There was the blue from the horses covers. There was the red of the barn. There was the yellow, the golden color of the hay. There was the trees in the background, which was like a coffee caramel color. It was absolutely beautiful. That stood out. And then as I completed that little islands of different colors, I started with the sky pieces and it was easy compared to the previous puzzle. So there was a lot of lines in the sky which I was able to assemble, and between the dark and the peach color, the blue and peach, there was a variety in color, and it was, yeah, all in all, a joy to assemble. So I'm actually glad I got to this one. This was actually a new addition to my collection. You will see this one in the December haul, and I'm glad I put it in before some of the others because it's a
gorgeous image and so much easier than it would have been if I did this one earlier or later. Okay, this is much better. Just about 6 hours in, I finished this one. And once again, it was a joy to assemble this one. Absolutely beautiful. Love the horses. This one surprised you. I love the birdies. There is some dogs on here. So, oh, and chickens. We also have got chickens and sheep. Very much enjoyed this puzzle. Glad I was able to finish one today. So I'm going to take off for the rest of the night. So I will be back tomorrow morning for another puzzle. So it is Monday, the 15th of December. It's just after 9:30 in the morning. And as I sit here, I don't have a clue what I want to do for today. My first option is to proceed with this puzzle, this one here. I don't think even if I sit the whole day that I will be able to complete it. So that's one option. I've got two more difficult puzzles left. It's this two. And both of them I feel will also be tricky and will take some time. And I don't want to start these before I finish the one with the teddy bear. So if I want to get to these, I still first need to complete that one. These two both have a variety in piece shape, so I feel they might actually be a bit easier than this one, but still, I have to complete this one before I get to these. Now, my second option for the day is to complete the easy puzzles. I've got two more left of the easier puzzles. And once I've done these two, I can proceed with the difficult teddy bear, or I can start with a 3,000 piece puzzle. And I've been itching to do this one by bits and pieces. So this is my decision I need to make for today. Will I continue with the difficult teddy bear? Will I start with the easy ones to get to the difficult puzzles, or to start with the 3,000? So unfortunately, I can't ask your guys for help and input because you will get to see this way after the fact. And you will see what I've decided in a couple of seconds, but I still need to make that decision. So I will be back once I've decided which puzzle to proceed with. I'll see you in a bit. Okay, since I really, really want to finish this puzzle, I do not want to pack it up. I've decided to spend a couple of hours on the difficult teddy bear. I believe I won't be able to finish it today, but hopefully there will be progress. So if in the next 3 hours or so there's not much progress, I might put it to the side and start with one of the easier puzzles. If there's some progress, I might push through for the day and see how far I can get with this one. So yeah, let's continue with the difficult Teddy. Okay, so tackling this one for a second day, I must say I was definitely more rested when I started this puzzle. And instead of going straight for the purple colors and the colors that connect to the purples, I went for the teddy bear. And I decided instead of the snow, we might want to do the things in the foreground, the house, the boy, and the teddy bear. And I think that was my saving grace because there was definitely some progress for this day. And I am so happy I pushed through. The more detail that was visible, the more excited I got to finish this puzzle. It is, despite the difficulty level, so absolutely gorgeous and pretty and beautiful, and I just love this image so much. So, yeah, in the end, I was so happy. I pushed through and I managed to finish it. And you will see in the end, it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and I'm going to speed up this time lapse. So even though it is recorded in time lapse mode, I will speed it up even more so that you don't have to suffer through 5 or 10 minutes worth of time lapse footage. So I will keep it as short as possible. Thank you for bearing with me. Okay, so the initial 5 hours, 10 minutes, plus another 7 hours, 50 minutes, and this is my progress. And hopefully, I should be able to complete it tomorrow. I will try my utmost best. So, tomorrow I will be back to see if I can fill that spot and this one. And hopefully, my guess is that the less pieces are left, the easier I will find the missing pieces. But yeah, I'm glad I pushed through this one. I'm back. It is Tuesday, the 16th of December, and it is midday. I spent the morning with some Christmas admin, wrapping some gifts, and I just had a late start, but I'm back to finish this puzzle today, and I hope that I will be able to finish it today. I am planning to sort the pieces on a board all in the same direction so it's easier to determine the knob shapes and hopefully that will help me to finish this last very difficult bit. But yeah, if I don't finish this today, it shouldn't be much longer tomorrow. This is very close. I don't have a full day today, but I still hope I will be able to complete it today and I can start with one of the fun puzzles. Okay, so about 15 and a half hours in, I managed to finish the puzzle, and isn't it pretty? As with usually the case with the most difficult puzzles, they turn out to be the most beautiful ones. Absolutely love it. I am so glad I pushed through and finished it up. So now I can go to the next one, which will definitely be a fun one.
I am so happy I pushed through and finished this one. In the end, it didn't take me as long as I suspected. I must say, I had other 1,000 piece puzzles that took me longer. So, in the bigger picture, this wasn't the worst of it. And with this one, it brought my total contribution to the Puzzle Olympics so far up until 5,750, I think. Yeah, two and another three. The 5,750 pieces that I've contributed so far. So I will cut the video here, and then the next video will start with a fun puzzle, a easier puzzle. I will definitely leave the difficult ones for the second one for the next video. And with that said, I would just like to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate your time. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.